welcome back. Welcome everyone, welcome back. Happy first day of spring. I have joining me, cuddled up down here on the beanbag with me, Georgia. She just looks like a big hairball right now, but that is my pup. She saw I was sitting on the beanbag on the floor with a cozy blankie, and she cuddled right up with me, which I'm happy with because she's keeping me warm and toasty. Good morning, everyone. Give a hi once you're joining in. I did go live a minute early. Juliana's next to me, too. There she is. She's working on her math right now online. I know she's done with math. She's working on her ELA. So, good morning. There she is, popping her little head in, working right next to me. So, before we get started today with our reviewing yesterday's problem of the day, and going over today's problem of the day, and doing our read aloud, hi Logan. I wanted to touch base with my Long Branch families and remind all of the Long Branch families about meal pickup. It's available to all students, not just free and reduced lunch students, all students. You can go to the schools listed in the post that I shared in all Class Dojo, Facebook group, Twitter. Please go and pick up those lunches. You get lunch for that day, plus breakfast for the following day. Also at those locations, a lot of you got an email last night with this. This is continuing learning activities for kindergarten students at home. It came for all grade levels. This is specifically the kindergarten one that I printed out on, pink paper was what I had. And it explains like the activities that we're doing at home. It keeps it nice and simple. They also sent a sample calendar. So what you would do is up here, you would write the date. So we started Monday, and you need one of these per week. And you would just initial under the box that you fulfilled the activities with your child. This is the accountability piece. I think that's important to just show that together we're providing an education to all the children of Long Branch. Hi everyone, Miss Adenizio is here. How are you? Good morning. Julie's waving hi in the background.
Hi.
So if anyone has any questions about this, the other thing for my families, I know that there's information in many different places, so to make it easier, I am working on, and I don't know how long it's going to take, I'm going to make my own Google website that has like everything right there. So that can be your like main place to go and then just grab what you need. So hopefully that helps streamline everything for everybody. So this was sent Genesis through an email. If you did not get the email, you can pick this up at all of the lunch sites at noon when you do your pickup. You can get it for any grade level. You can get multiple copies. They also have a sample daily schedule just to help you out. But I'm sure you're trying hard to find your grounding right now. We all are. You're doing a great job. I applaud you. Thank you for being here with us. Okay. That aside, so I don't know if you guys noticed, but my little friend Georgia, look at her. Georgia saw I was sitting here, and she looks like a big mop right now. She cuddled up with me because she saw I was sitting on Julie's giant beanbag on the floor with my blankie. So let's start off. I don't want to forget to give anybody a shout out that I need to give a shout out to. Oh, Bianca from JMF. She's in Miss Douglas's class. I was told you were with us earlier and I didn't see it, but I wanted to give you a shout out. I'm so happy you're here with us, Bianca. So happy that you want to learn and you love to learn. We're so happy you're here. So I want to touch base about problem solving from yesterday. Do you remember the story? It's actually up here on my wall. Let's see. This positioning thing is very challenging for Ms. Kavanaugh today. So Georgia has 4 mini tennis balls and 3 rolled under her couch. How many are left for Georgia to play with? I drew underneath. Whoop. This was an example that someone sent to me, one of the students sent to me. Great job. So they showed 4 total balls, 3 of them were underneath inside that rectangle under the couch, and then they slashed them because those are the ones that Georgia didn't have to play with anymore, right? So we started with 4, 3 went under the couch, and how many were left? 1 ball. And that is a beautiful equation. Teresa wrote a beautiful equation. 4 minus 3 equals 1. Awesome. Awesome stuff. All right, so I want to tell you today's problem. Now remember, with problem solving, the first thing you need to do is make sure you understand the problem. We don't just look for numbers in a problem, because if we do that, we might try to solve and do it the wrong way. You want to make sure you understand what's being asked. So I am going to read today's story for you, and it happens to be about Julie, who's next to me doing her schoolwork.
Hi, everybody.
Julie made 5 cookies. How many cookies did Julie make? You got it, 5. So she put some on a red plate and she put some on a blue plate. How many cookies could be on each plate? I'm going to say it again. So Julie made 5 cookies. She puts some on a red plate. She puts some on a blue plate. How many cookies could be on each plate? Now you can have different answers for this problem. You're definitely going to need to draw and show ways to solve. So if you can find one way to solve, that's great. If you can find 2 ways to solve, that's even better. And best is if you can show me 3 ways to solve this problem. When we're done streaming, I'll put the problem in the comments so you can go back. You don't have to fish back through the video to find it. I can't wait to see your answers. And if you send me a picture of your answers, I will post them. Thank you so much for working hard when these videos are off. I know you guys are trying really hard to get those super smart brains working. I love it. All right, so today's story is a really awesome story. Oh, hi, Miss Ryan. Hi, Samoa's family. Hi, Cardillas. Oh, Julie's saying hi too. So today's story, our goal while reading is trying to understand and identify the lesson the author is trying to teach us. I really, really love this story, and there's an important lesson in it. So as we're reading, I want you to think about what lesson the author is trying to teach us. This story is called Sofia Valdez, Future Prez. Now, Prez is a shortened form of president. Sofia Valdez, Future Prez. I love it. So it looks like our main I did it again, wrong side. Our main character is going to be a female, a girl, and her name is Sofia. And wow, the title is called Future Prez. I wonder if Sofia wants to be a president of the United States? Wow, we've never had a girl president in the United States. That would be really cool, and that would be very, very, very much changing history.
That's a TV show. That's a TV show that I watched.
What is?
That book, it's a TV show.
Oh, it's I didn't know that. See, Juliana's helping us out. She told me that this book is a TV show. All right, here we go. I'm going to stop here at our title page because I want to give credit to our author. So Sofia Valdez, Future Prez by Andrea Beatty. It's illustrated by David Roberts. So he drew these awesome pictures. I love it. My kids know I love to draw flags. See the flags? And these little squirrels holding a sign that says Sofia for President. I hope this is close enough where we can readjust. All right, and look at the little dog. Isn't he cute? My little dog's right here, those of you who didn't see her. Look, Georgia, she's sleeping on me. She kind of looks like a mop. But she's all cuddled up and we're cozy. This book also has rhymes in it. See if you can hear the rhymes. I love the rhymes, but I don't want it to take away from the important lesson in this story. Sofia was a baby who got things done, helping her family before she turned 1. and Abuelo went out every week to help elderly friends around Blue River Creek who couldn't get out and go about on their own and with no place to gather were stuck home alone. So there they are going out. And they're helping people who can't go out to get things done. Sounds like they're very kind-hearted. Raking leaves, taking pets for a walk, or just dropping by for a treat and a talk, Sofia Valdez did as much as she could for her family and her friends and her whole neighborhood. A dreamer, a doer, a real-life go-getter. Most people like good, but Sofia liked better. I like this about Sofia. We're learning about her character. So people do good things, right? And it's nice to do good things, but it said a lot of people were doing good things, but she liked to do better. She liked to go above and beyond. And that's such a nice character trait to have. I know a lot of friends, even friends that are joining us, that like to go above and beyond in what they do. Oh, I think Brian's here. Hi, Brian. Thank you for joining us. I miss you. Oh, I like this page. The illustrator made it topsy-turvy. Let's see. I have to turn it this way. Each morning, Abuela walked Sophie to class. They walked home again along Blue River Pass, making plans, munching cookies, Abuelo and girl, except for that Tuesday when Pup saw a squirrel. Uh-oh. With a howl, Pup took off, racing all through the town, over, under, beneath, and around. Sophia scrambled to try to keep up with the hollering man and the bellowing Pup. I love the way the illustrator did this to show how crazy this must have been when the dog got away. Up the squirrel ran to the top of a hill made of leftover junk for the local landfill. They reached the tippity top of that mountain of trash, which jiggled and broke with an ear-splitting crash. Oh no. A lot of junk. Down they all tumbled and hit with a thud on a moldy old pumpkin surrounded by mud. Ick! Ouch! Cried Abuelo. He struggled to stand. A dangerous mess, he said, grasping her hand. The next day, Sofia walked to school solo, but it wasn't the same without her Abuelo. This is not right, declared young Sofia, who glared at Mount Trashmore and got an idea. Look at all of that trash. I wonder what Sophia's idea is. Do you have any ideas? Can you make a prediction? Hi, Mr. Kelly. The very next morning, at dawn, she planted a sign at the front of the lawn. She stood back and smiled, and Pup gave a bark. It says, "Get rid of Mount Trashmore. Let's build a park." Oh, I love it. I love her idea. Did any of you think her idea was going to be to build a park? I didn't. Each of her neighbors had something to say about benches and fountains and places to play. Meeting spots, gardens, a basket for bees, a rubber duck pond, and a kiosk for cheese. I could make a connection. I would like that. I love cheese. She drew every thought on her map of the park, which was perfectly perfect by 1:45 Wow, it sounds like the town people have a lot of ideas. She drifted to sleep in her soft, cozy bed. Then, bam, she woke up when a thought smacked her head. I like this. Did a thought really smack her in the head? I love this play on words. It actually came really quick, right? The thought came quick, but the author used the word smacked her in the head. I like that. Her heart skipped a beat as she realized each one of her neighbors have said, "Let me know when it's done." They all thought Sophia could build it alone. But how could one girl do so much on her own? The weight of that thought made her tender heart ache. As night thunder growled, she laid wide awake. What do you think that looked like, Sophia, lying wide awake with the weight of all these people expecting her to get it done? Then dawn brought a storm, and the gloomy sky wept. That means that wept is to cry. So if the gloomy sky was weeping, what type of weather was there outside? All right, it was raining. Then dawn, okay. And the heart-sick Sophia, she finally slept. Abuelo baked cookies when Sophia got up. He gave her a bag full, and he sneaked one to the pup. He blinked back a tear as he hugged his Sophia. "For courage," he whispered. "Te amo, mi vida." Sophia's knees wobbled. She felt weak inside. She looked at his ankle and quite nearly cried. Though she didn't feel brave or courageous at all, Sophia Valdez went to face City Hall. Wow, this sounds like a brave move. And here's the town. I see the library and the giant City Hall, and there is little Sophia.
Bye, everyone.
No, I guess Julie's leaving. She's not going to work next to me anymore. Bye, Jules. I finished all my work. The mayor's office sent her to room 401, the Blue River Creek Department of Fun, which sent her downstairs to room 302, the office of duck ponds and cool things to do. To the office of monkeys, the Department of Cheese, the Division of Fountains and Meetings and Bees. Then down to the basement, so musty and cramped, where all the town's papers were sorted and stamped. And that's where the clerk said what no one else did. "You can't build a new park. You're only a kid." I think how many of us would be discouraged at this point and then we would give up. Would you give up? Do you think Sophia's going to give up? I wonder. I think she's brave. I think she's very courageous. Let's see. Those words smacked Sophia deep down in her heart. Her plan was kiboshed before it could start. "I think," said Sophia, I think that law's wrong." But her second grade voice didn't sound very strong. The clerk said, "Clearly it cannot be done." "Do you have any questions?" Sophia said, "One. If you were me and I was you and he was your grandpa, what would you do?" Well," said the clerk. Then she said nothing at all. She thought, and then she sent out a call to every employee throughout City Hall. The entire government of Blue River Creek crammed into the office to hear Sophie speak. Her words jumbled up and her cheeks turned bright red as dozens of emotions rushed in her head. Her heart beat so loudly she thought it would crack. The crowd leaned in closer and Sophia leaned back. Sounds like she's very anxious and nervous. I can relate to this. Then her arm brushed the edge of the old cookie sack. And that was the moment when Sophia first knew that being brave means doing the thing you must do. Though your heart cracks with fear, though you're just in grade 2. Let's see what she's going to do. She took a deep breath. She looked the mayor right in the eye. And though her knees wobbled, she held her head high. Sophia started talking. She spelled out her plan and why it all mattered and how it began. And once she got rolling, she had lots to say about meeting spots, monkeys, and places to play, and other ideas for things they could do to help the town elders and other folks too. She had thoughts on the library, thoughts on the zoo, and perhaps a way to combine the two. And I want to be able to show you these illustrations. They're very, very nice. And let's see. All right, cried the mayor. Go start a petition. If the town wants a new park, we'll form a commission. And her sign says, let's build a park. This one says, a park for everyone. This one says, sign our petition, please. And the dog even has a sign that says, bark for parks. I love it, bark for parks. And so young Sophia got right to work with some help from her family and pup, and that's the clerk. Wow. And then others joined in, not all, but a few, like Miss Layla Greer and the kids in grade 2. Look at this, and everyone has signs to help support it. Love all the signs. It says, we need more green, somewhere that's green. Get rid of Mount Trashmore. We love parks. Architects for parks. A park to think in. Sign our petition. Give bees a chance. Scientists need parks. I love it. They're so convincing. There were hearings and surveys and taxes to figure, then bulldozers, cranes, and a blue bigger digger. They all built that park. That's how it got done, with the hard work of, by, and for everyone. But it began with the dream of one person, just one, who laced up her shoes and then led the way to help Blue River Creek get a new place to play. Now, every evening till long after dark, the town comes together at Citizens Park. They all hold this truth to be self-evident that Sophia Valdez could grow up to be president. Until then, Sophia, that real-life go-getter, helps Blue River Creek get better and better. And there it is, Citizens Park. I love it. So the author really did a beautiful job writing this story. How many of you felt like it touched you in your heart? This story touched me in my heart. And this story has a lesson. So I want you to think about what lesson, what did the author want you to learn? Why did this author write this book? She wanted you to learn something from it. And that's what I want you to think about today and write about in your journal. What the author wanted you to learn from this story. What is the lesson? The lesson learned, we call that. And you can send me your responses. I would love to hear. And tomorrow we'll revisit it quickly at the beginning of our read aloud. I also shared with everyone our problem solving for today. I'm going to write the problem underneath in the comments after we end the live video. And this morning I gave everyone a new riddle in my morning session, and I'll share it with you guys. It's more of like a little joke, but and I'll end with this. What goes up when rain comes down? What goes up when rain comes down? So I'd love to hear what you think. And oh yes, Mr. Kelly. In my comments on this post, it says WALT. It's we are learning to, and maybe that'll help our parents. So we are learning to identify the lesson that the author's trying to teach us, and we are learning problem solving. So I can't wait to see everyone's responses, what the lesson was in the story, and how you solved the problem solving. Remember, you can show me one way to solve. Even better is 2 ways to solve, and the best is 3 ways to solve. Make sure you draw the picture and write your equations. I'm so happy you were able to join us on this first day of spring. Keep working hard. Thank you, parents, for all of your support and all your hard work. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here. I'm so happy to see you, and it is encouraging to me. I miss seeing everyone in person. I'm a huge extrovert, so this is helping me too. You know, not just helping you, this helps me stay connected to everyone. I'm so thankful that we have these ways to stay connected. I'll see everyone tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for our skills. We go over some phonics, phonemic awareness skills, and math skills. So I can't wait to see you then. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to try to get my Google website up and running. See you next time. Bye. Oh, George is saying bye too. Bye. George is saying bye, everybody.
Bye.
And George says bye.